race. The other reason that Bill France Sr. moved the start-finish line, these are the most saleable seats in the place with a great view of pit road. But when you put the start-finish line down here, it makes this some pretty prime real estate, too, for ticket-buying race fans.
I think he said, how can I aggravate those drivers just a little bit more?
A lot of lead changes between right here and the finish line on the final lap.
A lot of races have been won and lost. Where the cars are now, where the start-finish line is, green flags in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Pole sitter Jeff Gordon elected the inside for this start. And right against that yellow line is where he maintains his lead. Rookie Ryan Blaney in the Ford is second. Casey Kane trying to bring Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart up the outside.
You know, the favorite won the Kentucky Derby, the favorite won the fight last night. I got to believe the favorite, that 24 car, has a pretty darn good shot at winning this race today.
Unlike the Xfinity Series race yesterday, no rules about bumping or pushing in the Sprint Cup Series. Got to be a little careful, though, but there's no rules against it.
Gordon moves up to pick up his teammate, Casey Kane in the 5, then Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88, and now drops back down to cover the spot as Blaney advances in that red and white number 21.
You see the 4 Hendrick cars there, the 24, the 48, the 5, and the 88 with that 21 with Ryan Blaney right in the middle of those guys. And remember, that's the car that took Trevor Bayne to victory in the Daytona 500 a couple years ago.
Bayne is in that third lane, way on the outside, and the number 6 for Roush Fenway Racing, trying to make something happen in the third lane to the outside.
He has about 7 or 8 drivers behind him, but it just looks like right now that inside line that Jeff Gordon and the 24 is pulling, they keep kind of inching away, although Casey Kane in the 5 is trying to bring that group up.
Yeah, it's interesting, Larry. I talked to Dale Jr. about this in our interview we did yesterday, how much harder it is to side draft with this new car, with this particular car. You get up there, you get the side draft, but you can't blast past the guy like you have in the past.
This track is 10 years newer than Daytona International Speedway. They banked it steeper, they made it longer, but most importantly, they made this track wider than Daytona. There's plenty of room to race here.
Well, I hesitate to say this, but this place is a whole lot easier to run on and race on than Daytona is. Daytona very narrow, like you said. Here very wide, kind of like a 2-lane road at Daytona and an interstate here at Talladega.
Riding with Kevin Harvick, Eric Almirola just ahead.
Mike, you mentioned Trevor Bayne in that 21 car, and remember, he started all the way back in the 26th position. He's about to crack the top 10 after 3.5 laps.
Larry, where do you think Jeff Gordon is headed here? I mean, he was up front, and now all of a sudden moved up, got passed by a bunch of cars. You think he's just trying some different lines?
I don't know. I don't see him working his way to the back because there's no way to work to the back.